Before you share your document with others in print or by email, you should take a moment and check your spelling and grammar. Word has been noting possible misspellings as you've been entering document text. You can see it here on the status bar. Now it's time to review Word's findings. We'll find all of the proofing tools on the Review tab in Microsoft Word 2010. At the left, you'll see Spelling and Grammar, Research, Thesaurus, and Word Count. So I'm going to ask Word to check my spelling. I can either click here, I can press the Function 7 key, or I can go down to the Proofing Errors icon, the dictionary with the red X on it, and click to do this one by one. But I'd like to take a bulk approach to checking all of the spelling and grammar in my document. So I'll click Spelling and Grammar. A dialog box opens to point out that the word formatting is potentially misspelled. I say potentially because sometimes Word will identify a term, particularly if it's jargon within your industry or any proper name, as misspelled when it is not. But you can usually take Word's word for things like formatting, selected, text, words like this that are common dictionary words. So I need to do something about this word. I have 6 choices. If this word were actually spelled correctly, for example, if there's a new industrial process in our company called formatting, I could say ignore this either once or ignore it every time in this document. If this is a word that I want to never have Word check as incorrect again, I can add it to my dictionary. If you do this, you want to make sure that this word is spelled correctly because you're adding it to the list of words to ignore for all time in all documents in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. Or I could say I want to change this word. I can change it to the word that is highlighted here. If there are multiple occurrences potentially in this document, maybe this is a mistake I make a lot, I could choose Change All. Or if this is a typo that I create many times and a word I use relatively frequently, I could choose Autocorrect. Then the next time I type formatting, Word will automatically correct it to formatting. One last note about the autocorrect. Autocorrect is a while you type feature, so if I'm proofing someone else's documents, I don't need to take their typing mistakes into account, only my own. So I'm going to change this word, and we're going to let Word continue checking. Now, I have Choose New Theme Elements. Elements is clearly misspelled, so I don't want to do any of the things at the top. These first 3 choices are for words that are correct. As soon as I know it's incorrect, I can focus down here, and I'm going to say if I typed elements that way more than once, change them all right now. It says on the Insert tab, coordinate with the overall look of your document. This is another frequent mistyping. I know how to spell the word, but as I'm typing, one of my hands moves faster than the other, and I'm going to say simply autocorrect that from now on. So we've checked those words so far. Now I'm getting a grammar error rather than a spelling error. In my document, spelling errors were underlined in red. Grammar errors are underlined in green. Word says that I have a subject-verb mismatch here. The sentence is on the Insert tab, the galleries includes. Well, that would be true. It's either gallery includes or galleries include. And it's speaking about galleries and items, so on the Insert tab, the galleries include. I have 2 choices. Either one of them, the subject and verb will be in agreement, but Word doesn't know whether I'm talking about one or more galleries. Only I can choose that. If this is a rule I don't understand, I can click the Explain button to get more information about it. I'm going to click Change. Here what I have is a simple typo. There are 2 spaces between these 2 words. If I leave 2 spaces between words, Microsoft Word will catch it for me. If I put 2 spaces between sentences, it will leave it alone. So I'm going to say change this, and now the spelling and grammar check is complete. The little pen down here on the spell check book is still writing. It will until I click OK. It's recording the changes I've made. And now you'll notice that there are no proofing errors. My dictionary has a check mark on it, and we are all good to go. It's so easy to check spelling and grammar that if your document includes spelling and grammar errors, your readers wonder, and they're smart to wonder, what other types of errors your document might contain that would be harder to find. To make sure that the contents of your documents always get a fair reading, remember to check your spelling and grammar.